What's good? What's good? What's good? Greetings, 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 everyone. Greetings. This is Chief Kalinago Flying Eagle. I'm just dropping a quick video. Um, Let me give you guys some time to make sure I have audio on here and drop some knowledge. As you know, that's what I'm here for. Just here to serve my purpose, and my purpose is to truly do what I'm doing. Come on here and just open up your mind, because the traps, that are set by the system, they are real. And the English language is actually a spell. You know what I mean? It's a spell casting system. And you have to know the word in order to be able to free yourself. All right. For those of you who don't know, hate book, Facebook, they have restricted me for 25 days for just posting facts, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, the people on Facebook may not be able to see this. If they do, it would be, I was told that my posts are going to be put way down in the feed. All right. So the presence on Facebook will not be as you know, not like it's supposed to be. All right. So I'm not even going to stress that it is, because Facebook doesn't control my life, and what they do, it's not making me sad or happy. I already know what it is, and they're all part of the corporation, here to make sure the people stay dumb, stupid, and ignorant. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, and people have an option to study and free themselves. But most people are actually online, Facebook, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram and the likes, they're on here being distracted, playing games. I mean, it's just a whole lot of nonsense that's not freeing them. You know what I'm saying? So the truth of the matter is, most people don't want to be saved. They just want to be distracted. They want to live life and not worry about what's going on around them. They don't care about their posterity, which is the future generation. You know what I'm saying? They're not willing to make the sacrifice. In other words, cut out the distraction, cut out the television, eat properly. You know what I'm saying? Like, get yourself in position mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, you know what I'm saying? So that you're able to be a better asset, not just a better asset, but to be an asset, period, to your posterity. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they suffer. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, when they go through situations, that the first thing they want to do is go on their knees. I am just so sick and tired of seeing people posting every time you go through something. Oh, well, I'm praying for you. Oh, God is going to work it out. God ain't going to work out nothing. Your prayers ain't doing nothing if you don't study and apply the information, apply the knowledge. Because even in the same book, it says, God help those who help themselves. So just by going on your knees praying for people, I don't want nobody praying for me. Don't pray on me. None of that. The only thing that's going to save you is yourself. It's you doing your due diligence. You see what I'm saying? Because people's so-called prayers are falling on deaf ears, and they don't realize that. Ain't no God up here trying to hear what you're saying. That don't exist. You feel me? As hard as the truth may be, nobody's waiting to answer your prayers except for the seeds that you plant in the universe, period. You feel me? So if all you want to do is be on Facebook, being distracted, talking a whole bunch of nonsense, you know what I'm saying? Then what you think is going to happen? Your life is not going to change. You are living an illusion. You're just living the illusion, and that's all it is. So with that being said, when I post things, I do videos, man, listen, yes, the information that I'm posting is crucial, but even if it don't have the 10,000, the 50,000, the 100,000 views, it's okay. Because you know what? The path to salvation is the one that's less traveled, and not everybody is on that frequency. So those who run across my videos and my information, I know they are actually on a different frequency, period. I already know that. You see what I'm saying? So those are the chosen. Many are called, but few are chosen. So I appreciate those of you that come across the information. They always say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So I'm not worried about views and likes. I don't care about that. I'm just here to serve my purpose. And one thing you have to realize is this is just an experience. It's an illusion that you are living. But what gives it a reality is the fact that you have five senses. Your five senses is what's creating the reality in this illusion from whence you came. You see what I'm saying? Where we came from, or the different dimensions that we came from. Earth, which is the third dimension, okay, is the last frontier, so to speak. Okay, you cannot devolve beyond the third dimension within the lowest animal state. All right, this is it. You feel me? So the only thing you could do is stay within the animalistic realm, or you could ascend back from whence you came. But you have to go through the journey, because this is a journey. So when you truly realize that you are a deity, okay, that, and again, I'm using that word God very lightly, that you are the God that you've been looking for, then you see things from a bird eye perspective. You know what I mean? You see things from a higher perspective where your emotions don't get the best of you. And that's what's crippling people. Their emotions are getting the best of them. You see what I'm saying? And they don't see things from a God perspective. You feel me? And that's why you have to comprehend the basic, natural, universal laws, such as live and let live. You see what I'm saying? People are their own judges. Nobody's judging them. Okay? They are judged based on their actions. All right? And that's all it is. So Facebook blocked me because I'm going to show you an image before I get into what I'm really doing here. Give me 1 second. Let me pull that up for y'all. Give me 1 second. All right. So I'm not even going to say it because, they already blocked me for 21 days. So I don't want them to, give me 1 second. Where is this thing at? Here we go. All right. Let me stop sharing this real quick. Bring this up and then go back to the feed and share it again. All right. People don't realize, man, these people are really setting you up. Now they've given you the metaverse. Already you were living in an illusion. Okay. But now they're giving you the metaverse to take away your natural living rights as a man or a woman. You see what I'm saying? It's bad enough that you're being governed in and with admiralty law, the laws of the sea. So that means you're not on the land. You feel me? So people are drowning and they don't realize why they are drowning. They are drowning because of their ignorance. Okay. And then they are given the Bible thinking that all they have to do is pray or accept Jesus and Jesus is going to save you. Nah, Jesus already did what he did. Okay. He already came and died for all your sins, which is debt. Okay. Sins are debt. You feel me? They got y'all thinking that sin is all these different things and sin is because of Adam and Eve. No, it's not. That's not what sin is. Sin is debt. You were born in debt. You feel me? You were born. And once again, just to reiterate, the Bible ain't got nothing to do with a sky daddy or some deity of the Most High. I don't care what you call it. It has nothing to do with that. It is literally about some history, astrology, and commerce. That's what it's about. And if you don't realize that, it came from a Roman system. And if you know law, especially common law, everything that's in the Bible, it's synonymous with common law. And Jesus came to teach the law. You feel me? And again, I'm saying this allegorically. The man wasn't a real man, but the book has value. It is one of the most powerful books ever written if you know what it means. And at the same time, even if you don't know what it means, it is still one of the most powerful books ever written, because it could either build you or it could harm you. It's a double-edged sword. And if you don't get it, thinking that it's about praying and getting on your knees and begging and eating the body and drinking the blood, it's not about that, man. It is not about that. It is literally a commercial book. The allegorical Moses was given the law, okay, which is the common law to give to the people. That's all it means. Okay, it did. And that when they talk about the Most High, they're talking about the kings and queens, the lords, okay, that ran the system. That's what it's about. It ain't got nothing to do with a spiritual so-called deity. That ain't got nothing to do with that. Okay? It is disguised as that, but it's not. It's allegory. And they will not tell you that. You feel me? They will not tell you that. So you may ask yourself, well, why am I praying so much and things are never going right? Is because you are being misled. Your prayers are falling on deaf ears because you do not comprehend the teaching of Jesus, but yet still y'all call yourself Christians. Okay, it's a book of codes, commercial codes, a book of laws, physical laws. Okay, so the image that you see, that big image, with the color in the middle, I put a post on Facebook saying that color don't exist with people. Okay, it don't exist with people. It is not a nationality. It don't exist. And I also made a statement that they will not get reparations. So Facebook found that to be offensive, and I am actually, well, they said I was violating the community standards. However, they make it difficult to appeal because they have a community that they say they have, where they bring your appeal or the supposed violation, and they make a determination that it's a violation. Even if you appeal, they're still not going to lift the ban because, again, this is all commerce. It's all business. You see what I'm saying? So when you create an account with Facebook, the terms and conditions that they have, they will not give you the opportunity, just like every other online, platform. They will not give you the option to reserve your natural rights. So if you want to partake, okay, or get the privilege of using their platform, automatically you have to agree to the terms and conditions. So people get mad. Oh, well, no, I don't get mad. I know what it is. You see what I'm saying? And when you see things for what it is, that's when you know you are literally vibrating on your so-called, again, I'm using that word God very lightly, on your God status. You feel me? That's when you know, because you don't allow your emotions to get the best of you. The moment you allow your emotions to get the best of you, and the individual or the corporation that triggered that emotion, guess what? They won. So I will not give Facebook victory over me. You feel me? Because it's their platform. All right. So with that being said, because I said that color wasn't a people, they're dead in law, Facebook, they banned me. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is. All right. So it was 25 days. Now it's 22 days to go. I'm not missing anything because guess what? I am here working diligently on my book. I just got the go, okay, or the clearance, so to speak, for my clothing line brand. So it is I am able to trademark the brand because the name is available. So I'm doing things. I don't need Facebook. You feel me? So I'm doing what I got to do because I'm creating a legacy. I'm building my own legacy. You feel me? So with that being said, that's why they restricted me. Okay. So let's get into the main purpose. Why? Well, everything is purpose, but the reason in itself why I was prompted to do this video, because I want to explain a few things to y'all. Okay. And again, this is all about knowledge, information. I am not an attorney. I don't practice law. I am not part of the legal society. All this is just information because, sharing is caring. And it's always good to uplift, my fellow living brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? So with that being said, asking and asking. You see what I'm saying? Now, again, keep in mind that the English language, okay, is literally a book of spells. It casts spells, all right? And what they have done is, when I say they, I'm talking about the system, the society, because it is a society that you have an option to be a part of or not. It is optional, it's voluntary. But what they have done is they make things so difficult for you to live as a man or a woman, okay, that's supposed to have dominion, okay, over everything created, because you were not created, you will manifest it. Okay, there's a difference between man, woman, and and humans that were created, but we won't get into that. Bottom line is, they make it difficult for you to operate as a living soul. Okay, so they have turned you into a corporation, a legal person, a fictitious person. All right, capitis maximus. All right, meaning that you have lost all your natural given rights. Okay, so that's why they put your name in all capital letters. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that you cannot, okay, operate and protect yourself in this fictitious world, in the matrix. You have to know how to operate. You have to know how to maneuver. You have to know how to protect yourself, and you have to know how to reserve your unalienable rights. You have to know that. If you don't know that, then anything that you sign or do, you're giving up your rights, so to speak. So when we open up these accounts like Facebook, all these places that don't give us the option to reserve our rights without prejudice, 1-308, okay, within the UCC code, that is your remedy for always reserving your rights. But because Facebook, they're not giving it, what I have done, and I've done that in the past, I have made a public post reserving my rights, and I'm going to do it again. You see what I'm saying? It's because they don't give it to you in the beginning. So once again, it's a contract that we have with Facebook, but it's a unilateral contract. And any unilateral contract, again, just by agreeing to the terms, you got into a contract with them. But they're not allowing you, once again, to reserve your rights. All right. So with that being said, you could do it on a public post. All right. I don't know how much, they're going to respect it, but at least you're going to put it out there. All right. They may or may not respect that. Okay. So this, what I'm talking about here is talking about asking versus asking. If you look at the words, you'll realize that it's literally one word, but when you separate the word, all right, just like bless and be less, if you take away the be from the less, you'll realize what they are doing. They are asking you to be less than who you came here to be. And people don't realize that, and people still use it. You see what I'm saying? Because for one is the programming, and number two, they look at you like you're the crazy one when they are actually the crazy ones. All right. And it's ironic that a lot of these people that are more stiff-necked, they are the ones that believe the Bible is a book about men that got inspiration from a most high supposed creator. You see what I'm saying? But yet still they don't do what the Bible say. They have no comprehension or a full comprehension of what the Bible or the meaning of what is being spoken of, because they just sit and have somebody, a minister, a pastor, a bishop, whatever the case may be, explain everything to them, not realizing that the bishop, the pastor, whoever, okay, they are on the oath not to tell you the truth. You see what I'm saying? So you have to know. So with the word asking or asking, when you truly look at it and you start dissecting the word to break the spell, when you deal with this corporation, because remember, again, it's commerce, this commercial world. When you deal with this commercial world, it's being operated, or it's being ran, or it's being governed, or the law of the corporation or this statutorial world is admiralty law, okay, which is the laws of the sea. It is not the laws of the land. Once again, just to reiterate that. All right. So what that means, it means that you have no natural rights. Okay. You have no natural rights. You have what's called lunar rights, okay, which is governed by the moon. All right. So once again, with the words, you have to be mindful, because the power of life and death is in the tongue. Okay. So a king always asks questions. All right. That's why when you are pulled over by one of the policy enforcers or one of the people who have, I would say, a fiduciary position, such as a judge, or most of them are not judges anyway, they're magistrates posing as judges. All right. I have respect for them, but the point is, that's who they are. All right. But anyone acting in the capacity of an official, okay, then they are always asking you questions. Now, once again, look at the word asking. When you dissect the word, if you separate the word as king, the truth of the matter is a maxim is this, okay? Whoever asks the question is king. I'm going to repeat that. Whoever asks the question is king. That's why they are asking. They are asking. So when they come to you, the first thing a policy enforcer will do is, do you have a driver's license? What's your name? In other words, that enforcer, okay, is taking the position as king. You see what I'm saying? But you don't realize that when you go before a court and the magistrate, the first thing they do is they call a name, and then they would ask you to verify that is you. So now once you have done that, then they became the king and you became the servant. When the truth of the matter is the living man and woman is always king. So you have to go as king, meaning that always ask in. You see what I'm saying? Let them answer because you have the authority. But again, you don't know. And I'm not blaming you for not knowing because nobody taught you. You feel me? But I'm asking, all I could ask you is to let go of the distractions. You feel me? This is your life. This is your freedom. And if you don't want it, somebody will take it. Any man or woman who does not assert his or her rights, they have none. So when you're going through what you're going through, thinking is because of the color of your skin, you are, again, disillusioned. You feel me? So just that by itself is key. Plus, knowing, okay, or having the knowledge of knowing how to reserve your rights. Without prejudice, you sign your name, okay? Either you put it above or below your name, okay? You sign your name without prejudice 1-308, UCC 1-308. Look it up, research, read. Don't take anything that I say. Don't believe me. Because I deal with knowing. I don't deal with belief systems. And until you have reserved your rights, you expose yourself, you leave yourself open to be taken advantage of by the corporation. So when they do what they do, yes, it may not be moral, but it is legal. It may not be lawful, but it's legal because lawful and legal are two different meanings. Okay? Legal is of law, but legal is not law, meaning that it came from law. It's a semblance of law, but it's not law. Law is organic. Law is natural. Legal is a fictitious system. So within the legal society, they have created a language that sounds like English, but it's not English. So when an enforcer is asking, okay, with the two words not separated, it is a legal term. But at the same time, he or she is coming as a king. You feel me? Whether it may be a male king or a female king, and they're the one asking the question. And the moment you answer the first question without a question, then you become the servant, and they have asserted the position of being the superior. Okay? Meaning that they are the noble in that case. All right. Now, again, this is not legal advice. I'm just giving you the knowledge. So it would be in your best interest to answer a question with a question until your question is answered. Okay. It's like a verbal affidavit, so to speak. The last affidavit that's standing becomes law. Now, you don't have to be disrespectful. You don't have to get agitated. You see what I'm saying? Don't allow your animalistic nature, in other words, the ego, which could be, okay, it is not always, but it could be, animalistic. So you don't allow your emotions to get the best of you because you know what you know. Remember, a true martial artist does not practice the art of martial arts to attack people and hurt people. It is strictly learned so that you're able to defend yourself, not that you are a defendant. Okay? Again, within the legal system, you never want to be the defendant, because a defendant is a debtor. Okay? But more so, you want to have discipline. All right? Because they, when I say they, I'm talking about the enforcers. They will do everything in their power to make sure you are in dishonor. And one of the ways is to instigate, okay, to try to get you to lose your composure. All right. And that is one of the ways where you will be in dishonor. You always want to remain in honor. How do you do that? You stay calm, collective, ask questions, respectful questions with all due respect. Blase, blase, blah. Okay. Because remember, again, a man and a woman always have honor. And I will keep reiterating to each and every one of you that there is a difference between a man and a male, a female and a woman. I don't deal with females. I deal with women. All right? And I don't have to explain to you what the characteristics are. You should know. When you see a female and you hear a female, you know it's a female. When you see a male, and you hear a male, whether they speak, the way they move, the things they post, you know whether it's a man or a male or a female or a woman. Okay? So you should know that. So again, I'm not going to get into the Israelite thing and all that. You know, if you're an Israelite, great, perfect. You know, that means you are still a colonist in the Americas, because Israelites are not from America. They're not indigenous to America. You see what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong in being that. All right. But just know that you are in America. Okay. But anyway, going back to ask king. So whenever you are in a situation, the first thing the judge is going to ask you is, what's your name? That's the first thing. And the moment you answer to that name, the judge becomes king, or the magistrate becomes king. You dig what I'm saying? So you should be able to, even if you don't have I'm going to give you an example. Well, let's say your given name is John and the family name is Doe. Okay, because remember, a living man or woman doesn't have a last name. Okay, a living man or woman doesn't have a middle name. Those are fictitious entities created by the corporation posing as a government. Okay, your birthright was stolen. And that's what it means to be born in sin. Because when you were born, remember, your arrival date is different from your so-called birth date. People don't realize that. Your birth date, okay, is actually the date of conception, when the sperm meet the egg. That's your birth date. But they took your arrival date and call it your birth date. So they're able to deceive you and create another entity, which is a legal person. Your mother signs as the informant. Okay. And when she signs as the informant, what they do is they will take a print of your foot, which is your soul. And that makes you what's called, meaning that it means that you don't have a father. That is the significance or the meaning of that. When they took a foot, the sole of your foot, or whatever the case is, it means that you are non-paternal, so to speak. All right. So the mother is considered to be out of wedlock, or what, because whether you're married or not, people don't realize that the piece of paper don't make you married. Okay. What makes you married is when you get to know the woman in a so-called sexual way. If you read the Bible very carefully, you'll realize that nobody in the Bible had a marriage certificate. But it said that when Abraham knew his wife, when such and such knew his wife. You see what I'm saying? Because that's an indication of the consummation of the marriage. Going into the woman means that you are married with a woman under common law. That's what it means. So you don't need a piece of paper. So they know this. So the moment that you have a baby, it's already assumed, okay, that you entered the woman. So that was your wife. But when they take the print of whether it's the hand or the foot of the child, automatically within the system, it means that you don't have a father. Okay? So now the child needs a father. So that child becomes a ward of the state, which is the father of the child. And since you are living in a patriarchal society, the system could send their agents to come take your baby or their baby, pretty much. Okay. All right. All you are doing is just enjoying the fruits of the labor. That's it. That's all you're doing. But it's actually theirs. Because why? That child was registered. Okay. So going back to giving you an example of asking, that's why they will always ask questions. Can I search your vehicle? You see what I'm saying? Because once again, they're coming as king. You feel me? As king. So whenever you go before the court, the judge will call the name John Doe, and before you step, in fact, never cross the bar without setting the record straight anyway, on record. You know what I'm saying? If you go and say, yes, that's me, they're going to ask you, is your name John Doe? You're going to say yes. You have just literally acknowledged that you are the fictitious person. So now they have jurisdiction. It's all about jurisdiction. If the court doesn't have jurisdiction, then they cannot be caught. If there's no controversy, they cannot be caught. You see what I'm saying? So again, you have to be the king. So the question, John Doe, again, this is not legal advice. That's what I would do. I would stand up and not cross the bar and ask, my honor. You could say my honor, your honor. It don't make a difference, but I like saying my honor. All right. My honor. Are we on record? That's what I want to know. That's the first thing I want to know. Are we on record? Okay. The magistrate will say, well, is your name John Doe? Then I would respond, I am not John Doe. However, I am here on behalf of John Doe. I'm the authorized representative for John Doe. Okay. And I would like to set the record straight. Are we on record? You see what I'm saying? And if they want to keep playing the games, but you keep your cool, they keep playing the games, then they may ask, well, do you understand what I'm saying? Now, again, this is legalese. It sounds like English, but it's not. So in that world, in the legal world, or in the legal society realm, when they ask, do you understand what I'm saying? All they're asking is, are you under my authority? Under the stand, under my standing. So when you say yes, even if you started off the right way, they just put you right back into the sea. Okay? Because they're pirates. So now they just put you back underneath that. So my response would be, no, I don't understand. Then he might try to be wise again and say, well, do you understand English? My answer would be, no, I don't understand what you're saying. You see what I'm saying? Because if you say you don't understand English, then you are actually committing perjury. You see what I'm saying? But they're not speaking English. And you still don't want to be a wise, you know what, and say, well, I don't speak legalese. You see what I'm saying? So just say, no, I don't understand what you're saying. Okay. So once you have done that, then don't matter how much they try to trick you. Another trick would be, okay, you know what? Here's another play. What's your address? Okay. A living man or woman don't have an address. You feel me? So I would say, well, you know what? John Doe has the address for John Doe is such and such. But once again, I am the authorized representative handling the affairs of John Doe. You see what I'm saying? Now, I am not in dishonor because I answered the question and I gave an answer that's not going to put me in the jurisdiction of the magistrate. You see what I'm saying? So once you are able to stand on your square, basically, and not be again in dishonor, literally about 100% of the times, the situation is null and void. You see what I'm saying? It's really that simple. So I just wanted to kind of come on here and point out the key, a big, how would I put it? A big factor in understanding or comprehending, okay, between asking and asking, okay? Because once again, the one asking the questions is the one coming asking, all right? The one that's always answering the question is the one that's always on defense. That one is always a defendant. Remember, a man or woman is always the plaintiff. Okay? So you want to make them the defendant, not you, because the corporation is not a living entity. So how can it try you? How can it try you? It don't speak. So my question is, who's the one representing the entity? You feel me? And if that entity is the one bringing a suit against me, then I want to face my accuser. Press the record and have that entity come accuse me. I'm in New York. The state of New York cannot come on the stand. So who's going to represent the stand? Who's representing New York? The prosecutor. Well, guess what? My honor, I have no contracts with the prosecutor. Okay, so how can he represent New York? I want New York. New York is the one that's bringing the suit against me. I would like New York to take the stand. Or now it becomes hearsay because the prosecutor is not a party in fact. The prosecutor is a third-hand witness. You see what I'm saying? You did. Now they cannot hold questions against you because again, they cannot prosecute an idiot. That's the thing. And many times I've told them I'm an idiot, but people don't know what idiot means because they think idiot means stupid. You see what I'm saying? Okay? Exactly. You are the one incriminating yourself because that's why they tell you anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what they mean because they know that you are entering a world with a different language. It's like going to China or Russia, all right, and you don't speak Russian or Chinese and go in front of a judge and the judge could tell you anything. So that's why you have to get someone to represent you. Again, look at the word represent. If you separate the prefix re from present, what are you getting? Represent. So now you're getting somebody to represent the living man or woman, all right? And now they are representing, and in other words, they are presenting what you call the capital individual or the legal person, or in want of a better word, the straw man. All right? Go look at the Wizard of Oz. Now you will be able to comprehend and see the deeper meaning in that movie. They have to they put you on notice. They tell you what's going on in the form of entertainment. That's a public notice. You see what I'm saying? But my people perish for the lack of knowledge. You dig? So let us go look at the etymology of the word idiot. Give me 1 second. Etymology of idiot. Because idiot doesn't mean stupid. You feel what I'm saying? So if I tell you I'm an idiot, trust me, I know what I'm talking about. All right? All right, so cool. Let us go look at that. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, please. Cannot gun himself. All right, cool. Let me share this. Boom. Where we at? Boom. Let me share that screen. Okay, here we go. Okay. Etymology of idiot. All right. So when I'm before a court and I tell the judge or I put in my affidavit or notice that I'm an idiot, this is what I mean. Okay. Early 14th century, person so mentally deficient as to be incapable of ordinary reasoning. All right. Now, again, you may think that is something derogatory. No, it's not. All it means is within that realm, within the legal society, all right, I am mentally deficient, incapable of the ordinary reasoning within that world, meaning that I don't speak that language. You see what I'm saying? I don't speak that language. So the magistrate know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. And they cannot prosecute somebody who's mentally deficient. deficient. All right. Pardon me, I'm a little tight on there, right? But they cannot prosecute you. The case cannot go on because I don't understand. All right. Also, Middle English, a simple man. An uneducated person, a layman. So, again, French, idiote, uneducated or ignorant person, ordinary person. I'm an outsider. I'm not part of your world. You see what I'm saying? All right. If we even go further, in Greek, idiotes, layman, person lacking professional skill. All right. I am not part of that world. I'm an idiot. I'm uneducated in that world. I'm a layman. I'm a common man. So how can you prosecute me in this world if I don't know what you're talking about? My brothers and sisters, you see how simple it is. Knowledge and knowing how to apply the knowledge. You see what I'm saying? They cannot prosecute an idiot, especially if you don't understand. So always go asking. Ask king. The person who's doing the asking remains king. Okay? So I hope all this made sense. Take your time, go back to the information, do your own research, because, this is all legalese, all right? It's not English. But I'm just giving you some ways to protect yourself, to be in proper standing, and still remain in honor without disrespecting. Because remember, a magistrate, a police officer, a sheriff, whatever the case may be, all right, they are all men and women acting in the capacity of, all right? Now, if they so choose to go beyond the realm of their capacity, then they're stepping into their man and woman. Now they're able to get sued because they have lost all immunity. If I'm giving you the law, okay, if I'm not dishonoring you and you still choose to violate me, that means that I am going to make sure that you pay. All right. Another thing is, which I've explained to y'all before. All right. Always ask questions because you are king. Ask the question, is this a lawful order? Not just an order, a lawful order, because some orders could be legal because in their world it's legal. But is this a lawful order? Okay. If he or she says yes, then ask, is it on record? And make sure you always videotape because you want to have two records. In that case, you're preparing yourself for court. So now you're acting as a court reporter, meaning that you are recording everything that's happening in court because anytime they approach you, that's court. Okay. They're here to give you an offer. All right. A summons is an offer. A summons is not a bill. It's an offer. And on that offer, there are threats. You cannot threaten a man or a woman if they haven't done anything to you. So you have to read with understanding. You have to read with understanding. So is this an order? If he or she says yes, I'm going to ask 2 more times again. Everything you ask me, I'm going to ask you if you ask me to do. Anytime they give me a command, I'm going to ask you again, is it an order? So now all the orders that you give me, when I have my court case, I'm going to bring you a bill because you're not going to go to McDonald's and put in an order and go to the drive-thru and they're going to give you the food without you paying. So that officer has to pay. I am going to go to court with my bill for the officer. I need your name, your badge number. So when I go to court, I have an itemized bill for you. Okay. Do you have a driver's license? Okay. Can I get your driver's license? Is that an order? Is that a lawful order? Yes. Good. Perfect. Demanded an order for driver's license, $200 or $500. Get out the car. Is that an order? All right. Boom. $1,000. Before you know it, I'm going to court. I'm giving you a bill for $1,000, $1,500. And the judge have to honor that because you gave me an order. Okay? Because that's not your job to give me orders. You feel me? And once you start operating like that, and once again, I'm not giving you that information to be in dishonor. not to disrespect people, but that's to protect yourself. To protect yourself. And you could do the research. Look up online. How do you sue somebody? Okay? How to create an itemized bill. All that stuff is on the internet. But no, people rather be on Facebook posting all type of stuff. That's not going to help them out. You feel me? Me, I study all day. I mean, I got up yesterday, all right, and I worked out early, like about, I would say probably like about 5 o'clock. I worked out, came back, took a shower, and I was studying from literally 7:30, 8 o'clock to about 6 p.m. all day. Not eating anything because I'm hungry. I'm hungry. You see, y'all not ready to eat because you're not hungry enough. That's why you play in the games and that's why you perish. You feel me? I've already worked out, for an hour and a half since about 6 o'clock. I came back, took my shower, and I've been studying ever since. And the Spirit just hit me. You know what, Chief? Give the people a little bit of knowledge. And I'm very obedient. I do, I teach, some people, and we had a class, right? And that was, actually, that was last week or this week. And when the class was done, I'm talking about it's about 10, 11 at night, right? And we closed the location, and or the venue. We closed the venue and we actually walking back to the car, right? Now, one of the brothers dropped his keys. Nobody heard the key fall. All right, but I'm the last one walking, right? I actually passed the key. I didn't step on the key. I literally walked over the key. But the higher self told me, Chief, look back and look down. But I'm very obedient because you see, I know the voice because I'm the master. You see what I'm saying? I'm the most high of this physical body. So when the Most High speak to this physical body, you have to know the voice. So the voice told me, Chief, look back and look down. The physical body did exactly what the master told him to do. And guess what? The key was right there. I picked up the key. I said, it was literally 6 people. I said, hey, anybody drop this key? One of the brothers said, damn, Chief, how did you know that key fell? I said, don't worry about it, man. I'm in tune. Because he said, man, listen, if I lose that key, my auntie would have been pissed because he lived with his aunt. So I'm saying all that to say, not to impress you, but to impress upon you. When you're in tune with your higher self, that is the Most High. You feel me? Not this illusionary thing y'all calling Most High, thinking y'all subjecting yourself to something. No. Okay? You are all there is. All right, it's just a different version that you manifested in. Okay, but we are what it is. Period. So when you're in tune, you shall know the voice. All right, because it's always 2 voices. You feel me? But you have to be in tune to know. And again, always be obedient. All right. What did the Bible say? Thou shalt not have any other God but me. Let me ask you a question. Who is me? Me is me. You see, people don't read between the lines. You feel me? You feel me? All right? Me is me. So thou shalt not have any other God but me, meaning that I am the God. They're telling you this in plain, simple English. But you have somebody confusing you, thinking it's something else. Whatever you speak into the universe, it becomes your reality. Question, what is the best present for or accounted for? Autumn, I didn't quite comprehend the question. If you could rephrase it, that would be great. And if I could answer, I will. If I don't, then, I just don't know. But try to rephrase the question, please. All right, so I'm going to be on here for a couple more minutes, just to answer Autumn's question. And I'm going to, shut this down. All right. Didn't plan on being on here that long anyway. But anyway, it so happened that I am. So it's all good. No big deal. Right. The more information, the merrier. Right. But good information, great information. pertinent information, relevant information. I mean, there's just so much. This is just so deep. You know what I mean? Like the deception is so many layers to the deception. That's why I tell people you got to study every day, man. Every day. All right? Every single day. Go study. All right? Study, study, study. Turn those TVs off, man. All right? Because this is your life. This is your freedom. You want freedom. You're not going to get it. You're not going to get it in the corporation. You feel me? Unless you study, 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 study. And I promise you, the more you get into this, the more you get into this, all right? I promise you, when you start reading the Bible, it will make more sense. Okay? It will make more sense. You will not give your energy to entities you think that's looking out for you. All right? I appreciate that. I appreciate you responding, Def One Star. Thank you, because I didn't quite, maybe because my mind is just racing right now. You see what I'm saying? There you go. Study to show you thyself approved. All right. So Def One Star, thank you for responding to Autumn. Okay, because like I said, my mind is racing right now, so I didn't quite comprehend what she was asking or he was asking. But I appreciate you responding. All right. So with that being said, Lineage, I'm about to conclude this. Like I said, I'm really excited. The clearance for my trademark for my clothing brand, it went through. So that's a beautiful thing. And like I said, I'm still working on this book diligently. The reason why I'm taking my time is because I want to give you so much information. It's packed with information. I want to give you so much information that it's literally almost like a one, like you have stores that have a variety of things for the most part that you need, like a one shop stop, so to speak. I want this to be like kind of like almost like a one book, stop, where it's just so much information of so many different things that all you need is just that one book to open up your mind to whatever else. You know what I'm saying? I'm literally writing a legacy, all right? A legacy that's going to be handed down from generations to generations. So I'm taking my time and writing this, giving it its due diligence, all right? And again, Autumn, I just spoke of the word bless and be less. You see what I'm saying? You feel me? So you never want to be less. You feel me? That's a curse. Bless is a sacrificial word to mean sacrifice. So think about what I'm saying. Just like asking and asking, right? Look at the word. Separate the prefix as from king. What do you get? Asking. So you go asking. But when you're just ask, when it's just asking, the person who asks always come as king. You feel me? And it's like, again, verbal affidavits. The last question standing, all right, is always king. All right. Always remember that. So you never want to be less. You want to be highly favored. You feel me? So no disrespect. I just don't personalize, what I'm saying? Those spells. You feel me? So when people say bless you, I don't respond. Or if I do, it depends on the energy too. If I do respond, I say, hey, you know what? I am highly favored. So in that way, I'm still in honor. I did not ignore them, but I gave them an answer. You know what I'm saying? So you have to know how to, use the sword, which is the tongue. All right. It's either to give life or to give death. It's really that simple. You feel me? And it's all good. It's all good, Lineage. It's all good. Each one teach one. You feel me? Each one teach one. All right. Iron sharpens iron, and I learned a lot from y'all as well. Trust me, y'all trust, believe that. Like, typical example, let me tell you, somebody just posted, let me see who did. All right. Cotton just posted, I'm going to put right here, 28 UFC 454. I don't know what that means. I took a note and I'm going to look over it. You see what I'm saying? So again, my thing is this. I never put myself in a position to think I know everything. You feel me? Even when I'm overwhelmed with information, I take the time to purge myself from some of the information, meaning that, you know, I go over it so much that I know it so much. Now I create space, okay, within my mind to get more information. You feel me? So I'm never saturated, meaning that I cannot grasp more information or learn from somebody else. No. You feel me? No, I am a student always. All right? Always a student. And that's how you stay grounded. All right? That's how you stay grounded. So I am wishing each and every one of you a great continuation, a blissful continuation. Continue to walk in honor. Study to show thyself, improve. Don't get caught up with the distractions. Remember, the only business that you have is between your two ears. Always remember that. All right? Never allow anybody to get the best of your emotions, because why? They would have already won. All right? And don't allow your five senses to distract you from what really matters. All right? You want to grow so much and build within yourself, okay, or your I am. You want to build until your I becomes single. All right. In essence, what does that mean? It means that the five senses is no longer the illusion. All right. You're not seeing with those two eyes, but you're seeing with that one eye. You dig? So stay hungry. You feel me? But not just hungry eating anything, because everything that you eat, even words, even the companionship of people, that's a form of eating, taking in energy. So you want to be careful, because why? You are what you eat. So if you're around people that are negative, guess what? If you're around five negative people, I promise you, you're going to be the sixth one. All right. If you're around five broke people, I promise you, you're going to be the sixth one. You did. So when people show you who they are, deal with them based on who they are. But at the same time, continue to be who you are. You feel me? You always have to walk. And keep in mind that the path, the true path to salvation, elevation, evolution, whatever you want to call it, okay, is the one less traveled. Everybody is distracted. That doesn't mean you have to be distracted. Stay in your zone. You feel me? All right. So once again, thank you for being a part of this build. Share the information. Sharing is caring. And I'll be talking to y'all soon. All right. One love. Zazie, respect.